Depositions don't take place in the courthouse.
We go in the meeting room beside it. There's a conference room here to the right. At least that's what they call it. There ain't no big table. Called the meeting room.
I think there's a really nice one at the highway patrol station.
Let's use this. This is beautiful.
Very woody.
It makes me feel comfortable.
Give me 1 second, guys. I had to figure out what's going on with my earphones. I can't even hear nothing in game.
Wait, where are we doing it at?
Hey, that's not what I wanted. You know the random person in there. Alright.
You piece of shit!
Okay.
You would be thrown out of the courthouse using that language.
Yeah.
You don't hear me?
Not currently in the courtroom.
You don't hear me?
Jimmy DeSanta in here.
I can hear you in Discord, but not
Discord,
in
yeah.
server.
Who's Jimmy DeSanta?
I'm trying to on a pad and it's not working. Alright. Wait, are we doing it in the courtroom or we're not doing it in the courtroom?
I don't care.
We weren't doing it in the courtroom. I don't know how deposition works. Not a case.
Well, to be honest, the deposition's normally the lawyers or the IA investigators,
Mm-hmm.
and they normally meet in like a law office's conference room, and it's just a list of questions to gain information For the court case.
Hmm.
Alright, ready to get started?
Hold on. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
I dang it.
We'll treat it like a court case. It's fine. Josh.
What was Josh's character's name?
Josh.
Uncle Josh.
Josh Doofenshmirtz.
Bury the platypus.
And what time did or what date did this occur on?
Oh, hold on. I will definitely get you all of that information.
Hmm.
I need to be marked busy. Hmm.
All right. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll get that information from Zach. I want to see what happens if I log into the law side.
Okay, so the name was actually Marty McDonuts.
That was the name of the person that called it in.
No, that was the name that he gave me.
So he gave a false name. So we can add that
Marty.
charge.
Marty McDonuts.
That is the worst fake name
Yes.
anyone has ever given.
MCDOUG, no H, NUTS.
Okay. Got that. What date did this happen on?
4/13 of 25.
We have a time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. The law. Look up record.
Nope. Can't see a time.
Alright. I wonder what this stuff. Oops, sorry.
My observing officer's name is on here, but he's not on.
Either of them are coming in the CAD. See.
Who's not on?
It's going to be record number 422. The San Andreas State Police. VLSPD.
That was the CAD report number.
Yep, record number 422.
Alright.
Have a whole line of questions. Just be ready.
Who?
Oh. This should be good.
Mm.
Starts recording.
Any talking game, right? You want me to just do Discord?
Sort of wanting to type it out, so
Everyone's on channel 2.
Channel 2?
Discord would probably work a little better for me, but we can do either.
Or let me know. Oh, Josh's game crashed.
Oh, how convenient.
You got a game crash of GTA 5 underscore B32. I don't know this the rest. B3258.x or exe exclamation point sub underscore 1412316 0x20. I guess I can start because he can hear us in Discord then. All right, we are now on the record. This is the deposition of Corporal Marty McDonuts. Beginning
I
time
don't
is
have
going to
a
be
Marty McDonald's on my record.
9:37. In a matter of case number 422 of San Andreas State Troopers versus LSPD. Please. Plaintiff's attorney. Is he present?
I guess if that's what you want to call Kyle.
I'm his union rep and his boss.
Oh,
Press
there you
H.
go. I hate to tell you, but I'm the judge, the jury, and the executioner all in one.
You're not.
Want to bet?
Alex is.
On behalf
Make
of
sure to bury him under your department. We'll promote you to groundskeeper.
Is Josh back? Muted.
I think he said he never left.
Josh,
Oh, I still see you guys in game.
you crashed out for us.
Not on my end.
You may want to relog real
On our
quick.
end. Yeah, I think you server split, bud.
Who's not
Where is that
on?
officer? Therefore, you gotta strike him from the record.
User joined
Also
your
have the
channel.
sheriff, so
Oh, look what the cat drug in. LSPD's quote-unquote finest.
Ignore him, Josh.
oh, you can go ahead and take your place up there, bud.
Objection, Your Honor, badgering.
Make sure you get comfortable. You'll be there for a while.
Your Honor, I would like this lawyer objected.
User
Badgering
Is Josh
and
the
harassing.
plaintiff? All
All
right.
right.
User joined your channel.
So let's get something straight. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a professional of all
You
professions.
can get out of my face.
Is Josh the plaintiff?
He's the defendant.
Who's the plaintiff?
That'd be I.
All right. Let's see. Oh wait. Josh, state your
Trooper
name for the
turd for
record.
brains.
I'm the prosecutor. All right, here we go.
Trooper turd for brains.
My name is Money. Make donuts.
Marty, did you bring your ID for chance? Because your direct supervisor says that he doesn't have you on his roster.
Yeah. It's in my wallet. It's in my pocket.
Yeah, if I could see that, please.
Josh, just give him your real name.
Rank. Oh, I was talking to game. And Mr. McDonuts, what was your rank in the LSPD?
Cool.
Thank you.
Did you have a badge number?
929849849.
It's way too many numbers, Josh.
All right. Anybody else?
Not at this time. Not what the sheriff wants to get on record.
Sheriff, you want to get on record?
Not this time.
All right, let's proceed. All right. Plaintiff, state. Already got your name. Oh yeah, well, state your name on behalf of the defendant and your police department's name.
I've stated that.
You did? Okay.
User disconnected from your channel.
All right. We don't have no witnesses, right?
Not at this time. Not that's in town. They'll be here by the case, the court date. If you want to enter the line of questioning, it'd be great.
All right. Any questioning?
Okay, yeah, I'll go first. Thank you. All right. Did you bring a seat cushion, Josh? Excuse me, Marty, whichever you want to go by today.
I'm used to it.
All right. So, how long have you been with your department?
6 months.
6 months, say. Okay. What kind of training have you received regarding vehicle operation while on duty?
None really.
None. Are you familiar with your department's policies on distracted driving? What was that?
He never gave me
You can talk in Discord.
paperwork.
No paperwork? Okay. I'm in Discord, by the way, because I'm typing.
You didn't receive any paperwork for what? Training? Is that what it was?
Department's policies on distracted driving. Okay. Let's talk about the day of the incident. What was your assignment that day?
To be honest with you, I really don't know.
So you weren't given a specific assignment or a task for that day?
No.
Okay. No specific task. Okay. What time did you begin your shift?
7 o'clock that night.
Okay. Where were you headed when the crash occurred?
Back to the station.
Okay. Can you walk us through what happened in the moments leading up to the collision?
Got me on highway. Sipped my pop. Looked at the phone, and then bam, was on the side of the road.
You remember anything else about that?
I remember my officer was a jackwad.
And what superior officer were you referring to?
P1.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I'll just make sure. So I'm having issues with stuff tonight.
So he was your supervising officer for that night? Okay. At what point did you begin using your phone? Was it right before the crash happened? Had you been using it the whole time you were on shift? What point did you start using it?
Right after the accident happened.
Right after or right before?
Right after.
Okay. What were you doing on your phone? Were you texting, calling, using an app?
I'll let my wife know.
The transcript of this will be public knowledge, so you do need to know that you're gonna have to state this.
I was texting my wife to let her know I was okay in an accident.
Okay. Now, before I continue on, you say that you started using your phone right after the accident. However, dashcam footage showed that you were using it before the accident actually occurred. It's actually the reason that the accident even happened. Is that correct?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, we can definitely
User
pull
joined your channel.
the dash cam footage to refresh your memory. I happen to bring copy of it. We can play that here in a few minutes or so. Just wanted to ask that. So, you said you were texting your wife, so you were responding to a personal matter, not an official department communications matter, correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay. Were you using your emergency lights or sirens at the time?
Negative. Negative.
And what was your approximate speed at the time of the crash?
To be honest, I do not know.
Okay. I'll have a break in my questioning. I'll allow your union rep to ask any questions he has, and then I'll follow up again.
Mr. McDonuts, if you could please tell the court where you transferred into my department from.
I came out of state.
Ah, out of state. Okay. And what rank were you in your previous department?
Captain.
Captain. And do you remember the name of the person that trained you in your prior department?
No one did.
Ah, so self-taught. Okay. Now it gets more interesting. Can you describe, what's the word I'm looking for? Your normal routine as a police officer in your prior department?
Well, we didn't really have a routine, so.
Well, like walk through a typical day.
Log in, get donuts, and then see what happened.
And then compare it to your typical shift at LSPD.
I really don't see any difference from my old department and this one.
Interesting. Your Honor, may I put it on the record for the court that there is a routine you must do for LSPD. Here is the paperwork for it. It states here, must report to station, salute the front desk, get dressed, make sure you're properly dressed, armed, vested up, and head to your patrol car, sign on for the night, and patrol, and spread out. Now, Mr. Officer McDonald's, since you were a captain in your prior department, wouldn't that make you somewhat already trained, and therefore you waived all liability of training under the LSPD's tutelage. Am I correct or am I wrong? Yes or no?
I cannot answer. I cannot answer. You would have to call the chief for that department.
Yes or no question. Since you were a captain in your previous department, you forewent all LSPD training. Am I yes or no?
That's gonna be a no. That's gonna be a no.
So, you say LSPD didn't train you, but you were a captain in your prior department. So, are you stating that you're lying to the court? Which one is it? Remember, Officer McDonuts, you are under oath.
Object this line of questioning because each department has their own policies and procedures. They may be similar to other departments, but they're not the exact same. Therefore, he should have been trained.
Your Honor, let me rephrase the question. Did you or did you not forgo all training?
In LSPD or my other department.
So you're saying you were never trained in your other department?
Was not trained. Was not trained. They put me in a position without training.
Did your commissioner not ask you to do a ride along with him for extra training? Yes or no?
You did not. You did not.
Your Honor, I would like to treat this witness as hostile. He is caught lying. I did offer multiple times to do ride-along trainings with him, and he has declined. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Wait, Kyle, you said, I was taking a note, you said that
I wish to treat the witness as hostile. He just caught in a direct lie. Commissioner did offer multiple
what was your
times.
question for that one?
Did your commissioner ask you if you would like some extra training and ride-alongs with him? Yes or no? And he said
Or which
no.
department was that for? Directed towards?
LSPD.
Okay, copy.
And that was a direct lie when he answered. And then I wish to treat the witness as hostile for directly lying under oath.
Hearsay.
Not hearsay.
Is there documentation of these ride-along requests?
Is there documentation of you being an ass?
Not sure if you should use that kind of language in the courtroom. I mean, if I was the judge, I'd throw you out for disrespect and belligerence.
Yeah, well, shut up. Let me speak. As I was saying, it was a direct lie. You can look at the body cam videos of him when he first transferred over. I asked him if he would like to do a ride along for some extra training. He repeatedly declined.
But sir, Kyle, you said you asked him, which isn't a requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Asking isn't requiring them to do it. That's a yes or no answer.
That's what I said. I asked him to do a ride along with me. He declined.
I'd like to talk about the aftermath of the crash. Mr. Marty,
Okay.
what was the extent of the damage to your patrol vehicle?
To be honest, I never really that much into it.
Do you remember what you hit? Because it's in the report and in the dash cam footage if you need a refresher.
All I know is a guy
Okay. Were there any injuries, either to yourself or others, such as the public, who, might I remind you, that you put at risk with your careless acts?
I myself were not injured. Public, I do not know. I do not know.
Did anyone from your department directly respond to the crash scene?
Yes, that one over there. One over there.
And can you just state who you're referring to?
Papa 1.
Were you tested for drugs or alcohol following the accident from your department?
Not my department, no.
Was your phone taken as part of the investigation?
That I do not know.
The answer would be yes. State police took it. Now I'd like to ask a couple questions about policy and procedure violations. Are officers in your department allowed to use mobile phones while driving, to your knowledge?
That I do not. I have not done any of the policies.
So you wouldn't be aware of any policies having to do with the use of mobile phones while driving before the incident, correct?
That is correct. I would not know.
Have you received any prior warnings or disciplinary actions for distracted driving?
That is a no.
Did you notify your superior or dispatch immediately after the crash?
I notified dispatch by video.
Couple more questions regarding your accountability for yourself and self-reflection. In hindsight, do you acknowledge that texting while driving was a mistake?
Affirmative.
Do you accept the responsibility for the crash?
User joined your channel.
Yep.
What disciplinary actions, if any, were taken against you following the crash by your department?
That I do not know.
Suspension.
Commissioner, could you
I have
could you
it
refresh
right
any?
here. Oh, I
Could-
have it right here. Suspension indefinitely without pay pending review. Mandatory retraining. And minor demotion.
Whenever you restart that, you said he was put under suspension, something with no pay.
Yeah, pending review. Mandatory retraining is required, and until he completes that training, he loses his corporal pay and will be only police officer 3 pay. Then there'll be a 2-month waiting period, and pending review from myself and other officers, we will decide if we will reinstate him to corporal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want a copy of it?
I can get it from you in a little bit.
One for the court, one for you, one for me.
So, Mr. Marty, have you since changed your driving behavior while on duty with the LSPD?
I have not driving around at all.
You haven't been driving it at all?
That is affirmative. I'm not been driving.
Is that a result of a disciplinary action, or is that by self-choice?
By choice, I have moved on.
Could you explain what you mean by that?
Since I've been suspended, all that stuff, I'm looking around for different opportunities.
And is your current department, LSPD, aware that you've moved on and are looking for other opportunities?
We are now.
Negative. I am in the process of doing a resignation letter.
Do you believe your actions endangered the public or your fellow officers?
No, affirmative.
Do you regret your actions that endangered the public and your fellow officers?
Affirmative.
In closing, is there anything else you'd like to add or clarify or put on the record about the incident?
No.
And lastly, do you have any documentation, footage, or communications that support your account of your innocence in this at all?
There should be, but I don't know where I put it.
Will any of this support your innocence?
To be honest, I don't know.
All right. And is there anything, last question, is there anything that you would like to say directly to the commissioner about the incident?
Negative. I don't want to see him again.
All right. No further questions at this time. Thank you.
Officer McDonuts, did you or did you not at the beginning of the calendar year 2025 receive a verbal warning for your driving issues around the Vinewood Hills? Is that a yes or a no?
No, I'm not answering that question.
Your Honor, let the court show for the record that the individual is pleading the Fifth Amendment.
Did you say that question was, did you receive any warnings? Is that what it was?
Any verbal warnings from myself directly at the beginning of the calendar year 2025 about driving in Vinewood Hills, in the hills, recklessly? And he is invoking his Fifth Amendment. No further questions, Your Honor. No further questions.
Oh, I was muted. This would be all right because it's just getting information for the court. There's no outcome for this deposition today, right?
We'd like an outcome.
You can't have an outcome at a deposition unless you settle. And this is not a settling matter.
For RP purposes, just fast forward a couple days.
Mr. Marty, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Can you describe the events? I think someone might have previously mentioned this, but can you describe the events leading to this collision?
Going down the highway, sip on my pop, and then bam, came the guardrail, and it went in, you feel whatever that was called.
What was the describe that day for me? What was the weather condition, traffic like out in that area?
I believe it was raining. Road was wet, and traffic was a little bit heavy.
Were not sure if this was asked, but were your emergency lights activated anytime before your incident, your wreck?
Negative. They were only turned on once the accident happened.
I have
Help us,
a few follow-up questions, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. So Marty, I just want to speak about a couple contradictions around the crash. You said you looked at your phone after the crash, but then said you were texting your wife and took a sip of pop before the crash. Can you clarify the exact moment your phone came into play?
It came into play when I hit the guardrail.
Was it the reason that you hit the guardrail?
I believe my pop, and the other issue.
I'm just very confused at how you managed to hit the guardrail and then you pick up your phone to look at it. Because I'm pretty sure it's human nature to not automatically just pick up your phone once you are in a crash, a wreck. Were you saying something?
No.
Okay. Was your full attention on the road when the accident occurred?
believe so, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Going to your training and policies. You mentioned you've received no vehicle operation training. How did you get cleared to operate a patrol vehicle with no vehicle operation training?
That I have no idea on that.
So you didn't question that yourself?
If I did, I would have got fired.
Okay. Were you ever given access to a digital or physical copy of the department's policy manual?
No.
Okay, you stated you received no paperwork regarding the policies. Did you ask your superiors about distracted driving policy or general patrol conduct?
If I did, they wouldn't answer me.
Your Honor, I would like to interject. We have no records of communication between us and Officer McDonuts. He never once requested anything. He's never asked one question to his superiors. So I'd just like to add that to the record.
Mr. Marty, can you explain how you were promoted to corporal after only 6 months with no documented training?
To be honest with you, I don't even know why.
Okay. And if you weren't aware of the policies and procedures and weren't trained, do you think your department, LSPD, also bears responsibility for this incident?
Yes, they should have responsibility of the internet also.
Who was your field training officer when you joined LSPD?
No one.
And has your department made any changes to the policy enforcement or training since this incident?
Not that I have seen. No.
I believe that's all at this time.
Mr. McDonuts, can you tell the court who recommended your transfer into our department here? Can you tell the court of who recommended your transfer into our department here?
My old commissioner.
Okay. And did he once contact us or send us your resume? Yes or no?
I do not know. I do not know. Said anything about it.
Okay. Your Honor, I would like the court to know we had made multiple attempts of getting him extra training, and he outright refused them all. And he would not have access to any LSPD department changes due to the fact that he is still suspended. When you're suspended, you don't have access to anything until you come up under review. So there would be no way for him to know. Officer McDonald's. Yes or no question following. Did you or did you not lie about your prior experience as a law enforcement officer? Yes or no?
No.
And who told you that you would be fired if you asked questions or asked for more training?
Billy Bob.
Will you let the court know that Billy Bob no longer works for the department as he was fired for espionage and is currently in the state penitentiary up at Bolingbrook? One more thing. Have you or have you not ever used illegal drugs while on duty?
No.
Or
That's
have
stupid.
tried
That's
while
stupid.
underprepared?
I don't do drugs and I don't do alcohol.
So would you mind doing a drug test right now for the court?
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I have my IA officer right behind me with a cup for him to pee in. And we would also like to draw blood. Oh, we can get the medic for that. Can we get the medic for that? To draw the blood?
Where's the cup?
You said medic for the blood sample?
Yeah. Can we get him down here real quick?
We'd have to take a recess and go have
Yeah.
that done.
Yeah. We can take a couple-minute recess. Can I call him down?
That works.
What's your current 1020?
At the police department.
Which one?
The one that's downtown.
Alright, can I get you en route 8175 Adams Apple Cross of Strawberry inside the courthouse? We need a court-ordered blood draw for one times individual.
10 for medic, 4 en route, code 3.
While we wait, is it okay if I ask a couple more questions?
Not really, because I'm gonna actually use the bathroom and make myself a sandwich.
Show metaphor on scene.
User joined your channel.
Go straight into the courtroom. Alright, ready for it.
What's up?
We're drawing Officer McDonald's over here blood. We're drug testing him for everything. I also want the usual. I want drug test screens, alcohol screens.
Okay. Deal with that for you.
And I has to pee in this cup.
Okay.
I need you to administer it and make sure it's his pee.
Okay. Y'all have a
Good.
bathroom? He can do that in real quick.
You could take him to the other room.
Okay.
Thank you, Alan.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, would you like a sandwich? I'm ordering right now.
No thanks.
Zach, you want a sandwich? I'm ordering right
I don't know
now
what's going on, so.
since we're in recess.
I'm good.
Alright, anyone else want food? Just me?
There's your
I'm
cup.
good. I had a granola bar outside.
Here you go. Here you go.
Okay. If you want to sit down, I can go ahead and get. Have you been drinking?
No. No.
Okay. Alright, just a little bitty poke.
Be right back.
I know it hurts. Alright, I'm gonna test your blood real quick and get all these done. Have you been sick?
No. No.
Okay. I'm just gonna scrub your mouth real quick. Coming back negative on everything, so. But I'll let them know. Hey, officer. officer.
Are we back?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Who are we waiting on? Who are we waiting on?
I hear. I think Zach went, and then I also hear Alex on the phone.
Hey, officer.
Hold on one second. We're waiting on them to come back. Just undeafen in Discord. Just.
Okay.
Metaphor, can you get them to expedite the results of that urine and blood draw?
I already got it right here.
Alright, let's just wait for the judge to come back.
Okay.
We're back. Everyone back?
Yep, I am.
This is Discord.
I think so.
Everybody good? Alex.
Alex, you good?
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Are recording this.
I think I'm muted. No, I'm not. I'm just typing some notes.
Alright. Medic 4, if you could please use Discord.
I'd like to hear a new line of questioning.
Alright.
But first, Your Honor, Medic 4 has completed the blood draw and the urine sample, and he has had the results expedited. Medic 4, if you could please address the court.
According to the P test, it come back negative. Drugs, then it come back showing nothing on on their system. But his P did come back with a little bit of brown substance in it. They don't know what it was. But everything else come back negative. Including the swab, what I did on him.
Oh, dang.
Thank you for those results. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Medic 4.
All right. I just got a couple more questions about training and department oversight. You mentioned you received no training on vehicle operation. Did anyone from command staff ever sit you down to review safe patrol procedures at any point?
No. No.
To your knowledge, is there a structured field training program in your department?
No.
Were you assigned an FTO during your probationary period?
No. No.
Were you ever tested or evaluated on your driving competency before you being cleared for solo patrol?
No. No.
So you were given the keys to a marked patrol car with lights, siren, and emergency authority, but no documented driving training. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Were you given any kind of department orientation or policy handbook when you started?
No. No.
All right. Was there ever a meeting, shift briefing, or email explaining policies related to distracted driving?
No. No.
Further questions?
Mr. McDonald's. Mr. McDonald's. Have you or have you not ever opened your department email?
I never got one. I never got one made.
Interesting. Your Honor, may the court please show that every officer gets a department email when they either transfer into the department or graduate from probationary. It should be McDonald's M at lspd.org. They were given to him the second he walked into my desk, the first day he transferred in, along with a patrol pamphlet, a handbook, an SOP, do's and don'ts, and if we opened up his email right now, I'm willing to bet there are approximately 500 unread emails.
Can you repeat that for my notes on what he was given on his first day?
His first
Along
day,
with the email.
he was given an email address with a password that was tailored specifically to him. His email should read mcdonutsm@lspd.org. Every officer after the probationary gets one, and every officer that transfers in bilaterally gets one.
Mr. Commissioner?
One moment. In addition to that, he has not opened said email if he does not know about said email, which means he did not read any of the pamphlets, which also includes SOP, procedures, the pamphlet for Welcome to the LSPD, and do's and don'ts of driving. If he has not opened that email, he has also not opened that pamphlet that we gave him.
Mr. Commissioner, do you identify yourself or your department as a government entity?
I'm not being questioned. So.
In reference to something that you stated.
What was the question?
Do you identify your department as a government entity?
I identify the department as public policing.
Would that not be synonymous with a government entity?
I would consider it a public entity.
Public safety is a part of the government, correct?
It's also up to the private companies that do it too. So it depends how you look at it. And that's all I'm going to elaborate on it.
The reason for my asking of that is because the email that you state has a ending of .org instead of .gov. Therefore, how would that be a actual email for a police officer from an issued government entity?
Somebody took the domain of .gov before we could get it, and they wouldn't sell it to us. So we had to come up with the plan B.
.gov is reserved by government entities.
Well, somebody had bought it out from underneath of us, and if you got a problem with that, you can get...
As you will.
Well, let the court see for the record that my Steam has crashed completely. And it has crashed my fivem.
I don't know, you're still up here on the stand.
Not on my screen. It hard crashed me out.
And you go.
Told you. Crash hour.
Well, I guess we'll have to go ahead and proceed without him since he had to go to the bathroom. So, Marty, who's to blame for this?
Objection, leading, badgering, cut nuggetry.
Blame for what? All the issues, Commissioner.
You need You need to learn courtroom etiquette, sir. You would be thrown out in about 5 seconds.
Then you would be arrested for badgering and harassing.
No.
Oh, you want to see my badge? Okay.
The judge hasn't said anything about it, so.
Well, I don't know at this point if we're in a court hearing or not.
That's what I was trying to figure out. You said you wanted for RP purposes to expedite a result, and you gotta have a court. You gotta have a court hearing for it.
I'm just sitting here just having the time listening to y'all chit chat about all this.
We
Oh,
can
it's
put him
lovely.
on the stand. He was there.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. Alex was there.
I got there, I got in server basically when all this is going, so I don't really know what happened. So
When you
See, there you go.
When you treated two Papa 6-9er for his crash with the other vehicle. You were there.
yeah, I was there, but I don't remember how that one turned out, so I can't say nothing.
Yeah, do you really want somebody like that on the stand, defending your department, sir? Because the way I see it, the state has a hell of a prosecutor on their side. That's all I'm saying. Kyle, I want you to do me a favor. After we get done with this, I want you to watch a show called Suits.
You mean where they let the fake fucking lawyer? Yeah, no. Watched every fucking episode.
Hey, I don't care what you say about Mike Ross. He's a legend. But you don't have to worry about him. You're dealing with the myth, the man, the legend, Harvey Reginald Specter!
Small dick.
You have a what?
I know you do.
I know you are, but what am I? Are you gonna get back in?
Right.
Okay, Zach, what's the question you're asking me?
Oh, that was just a funny.
Josh, you said you transferred as a captain. Was that from Highway to LSPD? Is that right?
It was out of state.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, Your Honor. How you doing? Jack Squad, FIB. Can I pull you aside real quick?
Jesus. This is a closed hearing and deposition.
I got fucking files that can either make or break anybody here. Keep your mouth shut.
I'm not scared of you, buddy.
Your Honor, can I speak to you over here in the chambers real quick?
Stand by.
You're gonna want to hear this.
Sounds like he said go f yourself.
Hey.
Your Honor, if I could just have like 2 minutes of your time, real quick. This pertains to said case, but there's enough information here that has to be redacted for my eyes and your eyes only.
Give me a second.
Your Honor, I want to take a seat for this.
I'm good. I can stand.
Alright. Here's a file list. So what you don't know is that your so-called police commissioner was planted by us. He's been planted by the federal as a plant, and he has an immunity deal. He's willing to trade his corporal for the people that hacked in and broke into the LSPD and the BCSO last year. And we planted him there. So we take full.
Oh, you said you put.
Do you know how Commissioner Kyle came to be?
Not off the top of my head.
Let's just say he did a lot of stuff for us back east. We sent him out here. We plan him. We have him. We had the governor. You can ask him. We
hit the
planted him
governor.
here as commissioner to root out corruption and to investigate certain things. And backed by all the other department heads. It's not fair to him. And while he was trying to root out corruption, somebody broke into LSPD and hacked into every single file. We have a copy of every single file. We're not stupid.
You said broke
But-
in physically or electronically?
Both.
Did you catch them on CCTV footage of them breaking in?
Of who working?
Yeah, did you catch them on CCTV of them breaking physically to the LSPD?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Do you have that video footage that we can review?
Yes. So, unfortunately, I cannot give that out. It's still an ongoing case. We're still trying to do a manhunt. He's been actively trying to find the guy for months, and he hasn't been
Does he
able
have the
to.
same recording?
He was last seen in Vice, but like I said, your
you said-
commissioner out there has done work for us back east. He's one of us. Can't touch.
Is
So-
also out there looking for the suspect as well?
What we're trying to say is, you help us catch that suspect.
Who
It would be
all has
greatly
deeds
appreciated.
for the suspect? Who all has the intel on the whereabouts, the what he looks like, everything like
Currently
that?
DHS.
Copy.
Last known entering Oneida, headed towards White.
But then DHS and marshals would get local, county,
No, but-
and state involved.
We're trying to locate him right now. But, like I
And how
said,
long has he been on the run for?
hold on. I have it right here. It's here. He's been on the run for. Approximately. What do you think? 5, 6 months. Goes by a lot of different names. We can't really give them out, but we're gonna locate them this week.
Be right back.
We're trying to get the warmest spot. Yeah, your commissioner you can't touch. He's one of us. But we do highly recommend it. He has told us that his corporal was disobedient to him. So I don't know if that helps his case or hurts it. But that's all I'm at liberty to tell you. And that stack of files is your copy. It's 90% redacted, only for public knowledge that you can release. He doesn't even know I'm here.
You're here.
He doesn't even know I'm in town. He thinks I'm out east. Alright, I'm back here. Nature called.
All right. All right. Do we have any other questions? Any other witnesses? Anyone else would like to come up to the stand and provide any information?
I think all the information is out there. I don't think we need to ask any further. This officer through any more than he's already been through.
All right. We'll ask for a 5-minute recess. I'm going to go ahead and view all the paperwork and we'll come up with a decision. I guess I can't. I don't know if I'm asking the jurors or not. So let me go pee there. I'll be right back.
Yep, we're in recess. You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. The leg was cramping.
Looks like you're taking a nap.
No, not in the courtroom.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What?
Are we still in recess?
I think so. He was in the bathroom.